Yeah, hello everyone. So we will try to do this question, a heavy algebra dominant sequence series type question. So when you see the standard question, it looks like it's a sequence series question. So first step is this arithmetic progression. So you'll try subtracting the common difference is not the same, not an AP. Then you'll see is this in a GP. When you divide this by this, no, the ratio isn't same. So this is not GP. But if you observe the question, there are two blocks in this question. One of the part is 1, 3, 5, and so on. And the other bucket is like 2n plus 1 by 2n minus 1. Suppose I call this as cat, or let's say any alphabet. Let's say this is popular unknown is X in this country. So let's say if this is X. So first one is X. The other one, if you only see the next one, this is like x square, and if you see this one, this is like x cube. So it's a, if you see the first part, it's AP. If you look at the second part, GP. Altogether this is known as AGP. So this question is from Arithmetic Geometric Progression. So if you're aware how to solve questions of AGP, I mean, just a quick recap. So for questions of AGP, you assume the question to be S, you see the common ratio, multiply both sides with common ratio, kick the series by 1 unit and subtract. This is the standard process of solving questions related to AGP. So we'll try to apply the same logic here. Okay. So if you try to solve the question with same logic, what you can do is, so you have identified this is from AGP, right? So how is the question looking like? So once you start the question, the idea is take the question to be S, right? I need to pull up my sleeves because this is hardcore algebra, I believe. Let's start. So S equal to, so I'll not write down 2n plus 1 by 2n minus always. I'll write it as x because that's what I've assumed. So this is x plus 3x square plus 5x cube and all the way till the last term. So if you look at the last term would be 135. So you can find nth term of this AP. Nth term is a plus n minus 1 into d. So nth term is 2n minus 1. So the last term will look like 2n minus 1 multiplied with, if you see, first one was x power 1, second is x power 2, third is x power 3. So singing the same song, the last term would be what? This is x power 1, 2. So the last term would be x power n. So this is x power n. So this is Sn, right? This is sum. I mean, same thing. Now, what is the common ratio? So the common ratio was x. Multiply both sides with x. So this also becomes x square. You're kicking by 1 unit and you will write x square here. 3x square multiplied with x, 3x cube, all the way till your last term would be 2n minus 1 x power n plus 1. And then what's the art of solving? Subtract. So if you subtract s minus x into s, this is x plus 2x square plus 2x cube and so on, minus 2n minus 1 x power n plus 1 if you have subtracted. So you're here. Now we need to solve this, right? So if you have to solve this, let's make it bit small. It will take a lot of space. Okay. So once you're here, so what you can do? Take s common. So if you're taking s common, you get 1 minus x. And from here, how we can simplify? So whenever we are subtracting from here till here, total there were n terms. You are not counting this. So these many terms have fallen down. So this is like n minus 1 terms. So these many terms have down. So this is x plus, you can take 2x square common. So you have 1 plus x square and so on, minus 2n minus 1 x power n plus 1. Oh, so this is s into 1 minus x. This is x plus 2x square. This is GP. Key highlight sum of GP formula A. A is 1. A into 1 minus r power n. But you see the number of terms here is n minus 1. A r power n minus 1 by 1 minus r minus 2n minus 1 into x power n plus 1. So now we have to simplify this. Change the color. Give some more respect. So first what you do, you take LCM. So if you take LCM, s into 1 minus x, after taking LCM you can cross multiply. So x into 1 minus x plus 2x square into 1 minus x power n minus 1 minus 2n minus 1 x power n plus 1 into 1 minus x. And let's start the multiplication. So this is s into 1 minus x the whole square. This is x minus x square. 2x square is going inside and having fun. 2 x power exponent n minus 1 plus 1 plus 2, so n plus 1, minus you multiply this also, so 2n minus 1, minus minus plus 2n minus 1 x power n plus 2. So you're here. Now what common we can take? So the common which can go out is, it seems, so this is s into 1 minus x whole square, x minus x square, I guess. Oh wait, this is plus x square. You can simplify this. This and this you can manipulate, you see. I think we can take minus x power n plus 1 common. So if you're taking that, you'll get 2 plus 2n minus 1, and this is plus 2n minus 1 x power n plus 2, the other one. So s into 1 minus x whole square. Feeling tired? Don't get tired. You have to write JEE. So this would become 2n plus 1 plus 2n minus 1 x power n plus 2. Right? And now what you can do, let's change. So this is s into 1 minus x whole square. Keep solving. Keep solving the, I think 2n plus 1 by 2n minus 1, we have taken it to be x in the previous slide, right? 2n plus 1 by 2n minus 1. So what you do, 2n plus 1 by 2n minus 1, right? So from these two bracket, what common you can take, x power n minus 1 is small. So you can take x power n plus 1 is small, and you also take 2n minus 1 common. So if you're taking this, you would get 2n plus 1 by 2n minus 1 minus of x. Check using exponents. Now 2n plus 1 by 2n minus 1. This fellow, what did we take? Check. X. Let's go. Go. So this is x. So the moment you drop here, this will go to a different world and it will become 0. So finally you're getting s into 1 minus x whole square is equal to x plus x square. That's all. Right? The other term is becoming 0. The purpose is not solved yet. Now what you have to do is, once you are here, once you're here, let's take him, let's push him. Yeah, settle boy. Okay, so once you're here, you have to solve this. So it is s into 1 minus, now I'll put the value of x which I had chosen, 2n plus 1 by 2n minus 1 whole square equal to x plus x square. So you take x common. So if you take x common, x is your 2n plus 1 by 2n minus 1. If you take x common, so basically if you take x common from here, this is x into 1 plus x. So 1 plus x. Simplify. So this is if you take s common, if you take LCM, 2n minus 1 minus of this, 2n gets cancelled, 2n minus 1. So you are getting minus 2 over 2n minus 1 whole square equal to 2n plus 1 by 2n minus 1. La 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 la. Now this is 4n by 2n minus 1. Okay. Now you can see in the question setup is itself also 2n minus 1 can't be 0 because the question will become undefined. So if it can't be 0, this is s into 4 by 2n minus 1 whole square equal to 2n plus 1 into 4n whole by 2n minus 1 whole square. You can remove this smoothly. 4 is also gone. The value of s given is 36. Let's drop. So 36 is 2n square plus n, which will give you 2n square plus n minus 36 equal to 0, right? So I hope you know how to middle term factorize it, and you are still dancing with me. Let's push this slightly like this. I hope you can read it. And the final lap, we'll do it together. And let's start. So the middle term factorization would be 2n square plus n minus 36 is 0. So 36 into 2 is 72. 72, 8 and 9. Difference is 1. So 2n square plus 9n minus 8n minus 36 is 0. So you take n common. Oh, this is 2n plus 9. Take minus 4 common. So this would become 2n plus 9 equal to 0. So again 2n plus 9 into n minus 4 equal to 0. So you have 2n plus 9 equal to 0 and n minus 4 equal to 0. So your n can be minus 9 over 2 and n can be 4. Now what you, if the sum of n terms, the moment you know it's sum of n terms, so there will n has to be a natural number. That's how things are defined. They'll not ask you sum of first 5.5 terms. So whenever this lyrics is given, it's self understood that you are solving for n is natural number. So your answer is, got it, heavy dose algebra. My recommendation for you would be like, if you have seen the setup of the question, solve it once more without seeing the solution. You'll figure it out where is your painful and struggling point. All right. Hopefully you like the video. If you have more such questions, do let me know which you're finding it difficult to understand, provided you've understood this nicely. See you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.